There I see there is a lot of ways to do this, but I will show you how I usually do. So here I will start a new scene. For example, this one here. I would like to see the ground, so I will change I will click the ground, I will go to material, then I go here to edit, then I click here shadow catch. Okay, now I can see the ground. Let me see the render settings. I will choose fast, optics fast. Okay, now we can see the ground. Let's choose, let's see here. I will see, for example, for Femme 1, I will take a look at LF chaos. We have here, let's get the skirt and the top. Okay, so these two are conforming clothing. Okay, they were originally made to use as conforming figure. Okay, you can see here we have the bones and so. The first thing I need to do is to locate. I need to find the OBJ files, the original OBJ files for these two items. So I can right click, show in Explorer. I will double click, and now I see that I have some folder here that I need to look at. So I can go to, for example, in Geometries, XV here. So I choose the skirt and the top. So we have these two here. What I need to do now is to use these two as my props for the cloth room. Okay, but first let me store the materials. Let's see, material. I don't wanna have to look at it later, so I can save it now. For example, let's see. Let's save the top. Let's select all. Click save. So I will save to the library the CS top material collection. Okay, and now I will choose the top skirt. Same thing, I can click here to save. Let's save as CS skirts material collection. Okay, now I go back to the pose room. I can remove from the scene. Remove, right click, delete. Now I go to that folder from before. I will click and drag these two here. Uncheck all, 100%. Okay, pay attention here if in case it appears different to you. Make sure you have unchecked all these options here. Okay, click OK. Same thing from the other. Now we can go to the, let's take a look here. I'll see if I have. How about the subdivisions? we can add some subdivision. I will click one here for the render for each one here. Okay, this is because when we render, it is gonna look better. Okay, so we can go to the material room. Then I choose the top. The top we will use the one that we saved before. So this one here is the top. Click and drag. Select all. Select all. Now I have the other. Let's see, skirt. Same thing. I can select here, drag and drop. Click here to transfer. Now if I see, now we have the materials, everything is okay. So we have the two items here. We need to see about the figure to pose. Okay. So for the figure, as this one was made for La Femme 1, I will load La Femme 1 in the scene, okay? So depending on where it is for you, for me, I have here, for example, you probably have included La Femme. I will use this one here, La Femme 1, okay? Double click. Now I will hide. I will change the view because of the naked figure, just in case. I select the La Femme. I will go to the first frame. I will click the add button to add a keyframe. Okay, so you click here one time. Now I go to the last frame. I go to frame. Then I go to poses, La Femme. We have, for example, you can choose either one, but I will go with this one here. 04. Okay. I'm using untamed flat 04. Double click. Click here in the plus again. Now if we scroll, we see the figure is changing position. Okay. Now we can go to the cloth room. Let's go to the cloth room. I should probably save. Let me save the. So I save the project. I will go again. So I select the skirt. I go to the cloth room. I will click new. We are using 3D frames, so that's okay. Okay. I will use the standard setup. I will just add the items here. So that's the skirt. Okay. We click codify. We click collide against. In this case, I'm gonna add the ground and the main figure La Femme. Click OK. Click OK again. Now I can click calculate. Okay. Now we just wait a little. So now we have the skirt in position. I will go back. So I will add another simulation, same settings, codify. This is for the top. Okay, codify against. Same thing, I will add the ground and the figure. Click OK, OK, calculate. Okay, now we are good to go. We can go back to the pose room. I will change to texture shaded so we can see it better. Here we go. We have La Femme. We could put some hair. Let's see if we have here something. This one here. Let's go with this one here. So here you have it. Let's see a render. So this way you have the what you originally was conforming clothing, we have here as dynamic clothing. Okay, you can see we have the collision, so we are colliding with the ground. Everything should be working as expected. I have an extra light here. I should turn it off. That's the environment. Preview light. Now it looks correct. Let's change it here so we can see it works as expected. You can save these props to the library for later use. And now to save to the library, you can save it as I will copy this name. I'll click here. Then I'll copy this name here, and I will go and save it here too. So this way you can use again later if you want. Let's say we want to use, you can load again, and you load with the materials. Okay. Okay guys, and now I will take a look at something for Femme 2. Let's start again with a similar. Let's choose another scene here, the beach scene. Let's go to let's see the plane. I like to see the ground plane, so I will select the ground. I go to the material room. Then we have to uncheck the shadow catch. I will go to the render settings. Then I choose the optics fast. Okay. Now we have a base to work. Let's save. So for Femme 2, let's see, we have included what we have here. So for Femme 2, I'm gonna use the Premiere dress. Let's see, we can select, right click, explore. We double click. We see it is in Geometries, so we need to go to, let's go up a folder, another one. Let's go runtime, Geometries. We need to go to Aoki, LF2 Premiere. Okay, this one here. So let's go, but first let's store. No, I believe we already have here. We don't need. So let's drag and drop and check all 100%. Okay. Let's see properties. Let's go with 2 for the render subdivision levels. Let's go to material. In material, we have okay, that looks good. So we go to the, let's load the figure Femme 2. We now need to pose the figure. In the first frame, we select the figure, we click plus to add a keyframe. We go to the last frame, Let's change, let me change the camera here. I will select the main camera so it does not animate. Okay, this way we have the same position on all frames. Let's animate the figure. Let's select the figure. Let's go to poses, base poses. Yeah, let's go with the walking. So we double click the walking and we click the plus to add a keyframe. Now we can scroll and see that the figure is animating. We can select the dress. We go to the cloth room. Let me save the project before. Let's add a new simulation. 30 frames, okay. We click clothing, dress. Now we can collide against the ground and the figure. Click OK, OK, and we click calculate. Okay, and now we have the dress used as dynamic clothing, which was originally made to be used as conforming clothing, rigged, but here we are using as dynamic clothing. See how it works? Works fine. Okay. And that's it. I hope you have fun experimenting with other options. You can see you can use many alternatives from the clothing you already have. Bye bye.